Now on Good Morning El Paso.
He is indeed threatening millions and millions of lives.
Trump in South Korea today speaking at a news conference calling out North Korea.
And chilling new details this morning about the Texas church shooter, how a mistake by the Air Force allowed him to buy guns. Plus, Denise.
Today is election day and voters are heading to the polls. We'll tell you what SISD residents will be looking out for.
And listen up, miners. Proposed tuition hikes could have you digging for more gold. I'm round-the-clock reporter Joey Carrera. I'll tell you why you need to break out that pickaxe coming up next.
Also, our overnight road closures have now cleared. I'll have more information on that coming up next with your weather and traffic on the 7s.
Live, where news comes first, from the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC 7's Good Morning El Paso.
Rise and shine. A very good morning, El Paso, Las Cruces, and Juarez. I'm Stephanie Valle.
And I'm Hillary Florin. Good morning, everyone. Let's start things off with a look at our forecast. Some changes coming.
They definitely are on the way. You can notice our clouds and radar pictures showing those clouds are tracking into our area. Our rain chances are actually going to start going up tonight. We're in the 50s right now, Camino Real Middle School at the Farm and Ranch and Mesilla Valley Christian School, but it looks like the cool spot is in Anthony at 46 degrees. El Paso at the airport, we're close to 60, mid-50s in Ruidoso. Coming up, we're going to check on the bus stop forecast, give you an idea of how to get the kids prepared for school. Plus, we'll take a look at the ABC 7 windcast. I'll give you an idea if we're in for a windy day today. That's coming up.
Thanks, Nicole. To complete coverage now, new this morning, an autopsy confirmed the gunman in the Texas church shooting was hit twice by a local bullet and by a third wound was self-inflicted to the head. The dead from the massacre ranging from 1 year to 77 years old. 14 victims are still in the hospital. Authorities say the gunman, Devin Kelly, had a history of assault on his wife and stepchild and had reportedly been sending threatening text messages to his mother-in-law, a member of the church's congregation. The U.S. Air Force now admitting that it did not appropriately relay Kelly's 2012 court-martial conviction to civilian law enforcement, something that could have come up in a background check when he bought a gun. The Air Force Inspector General is currently conducting an investigation in the Department of Defense. Coming up in this half hour, do churches need to rethink security to prevent tragedies like this? We'll dive into that issue.
Well, today is election day. The Socorro Independent School District is pushing for a nearly $450 million bond. Before voters head to the polls today, we do have a look at where some of that money is going if it's approved. Good morning, El Paso's Denise Olivas joins us live with more. Good morning.
Good morning, Hillary. We are talking about new schools, a complete renovation of Socorro High School in the Lower Valley, and a second facility similar to the Student Activities Complex that you see here behind me, and it would be located right next to it here in Far East El Paso.
Socorro High School does have a small field. If the bond passes, an additional student activity complex, a new SAC, would be built. Currently, we have our
ABC 7 spoke with Superintendent Jose Espinosa last month about all the changes SISD parents, students and staff and even residents in the area will see with the approval of the bond. The SAC holds 12,000 people and the new facility would hold 6,000. Espinosa says this would make room for soccer, middle school championships and Friday night football. He says the SAC is no longer enough for all 6 of its high schools and its feeder campuses. And so again, Election Day is happening today, so you can head over to KVIA.com and get more information. For now, we're live in Far East El Paso. Denise Olivas, ABC 7.
Thanks, Denise. Meanwhile, in Las Cruces, election info for you too. On the ballot, City Council seats 3, 5, and 6, and municipal judge. Polling stations will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. We have all the information you need on the municipal election on our website right now. Just go to KVIA.com.
New this morning, UTEP tuition and fees could be getting more expensive. Good morning, El Paso's round-the-clock reporter Joey Carrera is live to tell us about these potential increases. Joey.
Hey, Stephanie, minors taking 5 classes pay about $3,800 a semester. Now, UTEP says the University of Texas system authorized schools to purchase possible increases for the next 2 school years. Now, school officials put together an information session to let students and the public know why the price hike is necessary. The tuition and fees forum starts at 2 p.m. today on the UTEP campus. You just go to room 312 in the Union Building East. And you can share all of your thoughts. We want to show you how to do it. So you go to our website, KVIA.com. You scroll down, you look on the right side under the links mentioned section. You can go ahead and look at the UTEP feedback there. It'll take you to this website, tuition and fees. Right here, you click on the feedback form, and there you go. You give some information and share your thoughts on what you think about these proposed tuition hikes. Hillary, I'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Joey. Complete coverage now of President Trump's Asian journey. The second chapter now underway in South Korea today. High on the agenda, North Korea.
We will together confront North Korea's actions and prevent the North Korean dictator from threatening millions of innocent lives.
President Trump has been calling for a more aggressive stand toward Pyongyang, while President Moon Jae-in favor more of dialogue. North Korea's state-run newspaper released a commentary that said it will continue to boost its nuclear weapons as long as the U.S. and South Korea continue what the author calls hostile acts. Although the statement does not mention Trump's Asian trip, officials say that North Korea is keeping a very close watch on the visit.
And we have new video this morning of a crash that sent one person to the hospital overnight with life-threatening injuries. Around-the-clock crews were on the scene at I-10 West and Lomaland. We brought you this story as breaking news at ABC 7 at 10. This happened between Yarborough and Lomaland. Police say several vehicles and a pedestrian were involved. Still unclear, though, the condition of the pedestrian who was hit. All the westbound lanes were closed as police investigated, but it is back open. We will continue to follow this and update you as we get more information.
And now it's 6:07, so we need to turn our attention to weather
and traffic. Hi, Nicole.
Good morning. Mostly cloudy skies as you head out this morning. Temperature's not too bad at the Texas Tech Physicians Campus, Trans Mountain, 63. That's where we're sitting, just outside of the ABC 7 studio. We're in the 50s at this time, so you still may need a light jacket, but it's going to be another warm day today. As you get the kids ready for school at lunchtime, we're in the 70s. The end of the school day, 75. Winds won't really be an issue for today, gusts around 25, so occasional breezes, and it'll be a little windy for tomorrow. So coming up, the clouds are moving in. I'll let you know if that means increased rain chances today, plus some tracking cooler temperatures. Those details coming up. JC.
Thanks, Nicole. Good morning to everybody at home. I-10 East and West at Executive looking perfect. The I-10 eastbound off-ramp is now open at Executive. Same goes for the I-10 westbound off-ramp. This was very troublesome for the morning drive. I'm happy to say it has cleared up. Just one of the many overnight road closures I was tracking. Coming up next, we'll be taking a look at our traffic flows, also those overnight road closures that could be getting in the way of your commute.
Thanks so much, JC.
A tribute to the victims in Las Vegas will soon be soaring into the sky.
We're going to tell you how a plane is paying homage at 30,000 feet.
And binge watchers beware, a scam is targeting millions of Netflix subscribers. What to look out for next. It's 6:08 and this is ABC 7, where news comes first.
Welcome back at 6:11. New this morning, NMSU's Military and Veterans Appreciation Week is underway. The school is holding several events, starting with a Veterans Day picnic today. Local veteran service organizations will be on hand to answer questions. It's from 11 to 1 at the Garcia Annex Courtyard. Organizers will give you enchiladas for free, by the way, and there are more events throughout the week. We'll keep you informed right here on Good Morning El Paso. The complete list of events is also at KVIA.com.
New this morning, a fighter jet at Nellis Air Force Base has a new look. The F-15 has been repainted to honor the victims of the Las Vegas mass shooting. And here's a look at it. The plane features the words "Vegas Strong" and symbols of the city. Originally, the plane was going to pay tribute to the 70th anniversary of the Air Force. However, when tragedy struck, the base knew that it needed to do something more. There's the plane there. Airmen at the base, along with several civilians, have been working on the plane for 3 weeks. The team even used recycled material for the project.
Well, new this morning, Target is opening on Thanksgiving Day, but will give shoppers a break overnight. The retailer will open at 6 p.m. on the holiday and then close at midnight before reopening Friday morning at 6 a.m. They have to restock, right? That's a change from last year's plan, by the way, when Target kept its stores open through the night. Online, there will be deals available beginning the Monday before the holiday, with its Black Friday deals beginning Thanksgiving morning.
And new this morning, Uber pledging $5 million over the next 5 years to fund sexual assault prevention groups as well as train its own employees. Uber's image has been tarnished by reports of sexual harassment of employees and multiple reports of drivers assaulting passengers. Other industries have also recently been under fire as women have been coming forward with complaints of sexual harassment.
New this morning, an email scam is targeting Netflix users to gather personal information from the company's 110 million subscribers. The email tells recipients that Netflix needs them to update their billing information, and then it takes them to a fake Netflix website where they are asked to enter their information, including their credit card number.
Also new this morning, an iPhone glitch is causing typos and frustration. Some users say when they type a lowercase I, the phone's autocorrect feature changes it to an uppercase A with a symbol. The bug appears to be impacting iPhones with the new iOS 11.1 software. Apple said in an online post on Monday that a future update should fix the error. They also published a temporary fix on apple.com. And that explains a lot, because I was texting a friend and I said I, and then it said a question mark, and nothing made sense.
Nothing made sense. All the phone's fault.
Yep.
Technology.
Exactly.
Well, it is 6:13. We have headlines coming up. Following the deadly shooting at Sutherland Spring Church, questions are being raised now over church security and how to protect worshipers.
It's 6:14. And good morning now at 6:17. We want to take you outside. Look at this shot. If you have a view of the sunrise this morning and you can get to a window, look at it. If you can't, the TV screen is your window this morning.
Here we are for you. We got you covered.
Painting, huh?
That is beautiful. And a little sign of things to change, you know. Changes are coming our way,
they
right?
really are. The clouds are starting to move in. It's a great start to the morning, though, but we'll finally get a break from the 80-degree heat. We're close to record values still. 83 is the record to beat today.
It'll
and
feel
our
like
mid-November.
in January, yeah.
But we'll see it cool down by tomorrow. We're headed out right now, west side of town, showing that we're in the 60s outside of the ABC7 studio. Again, we're under mostly cloudy skies this morning. Not expecting any rain, at least for this morning or this afternoon. Rain chances do look better for us late tonight into tomorrow morning. So again, our clouds and radar picture showing us those clouds moving in with some showers taking place around Tucson, some portions of Arizona at this time. That cold front will move in late tonight. Of course, it will usher in that cooler air mass, which will stick around for the next few days, dropping our temperatures finally. We're at 80 degrees today, 71 on Wednesday, and we're still in the low 70s on Thursday. And keep in mind, typically around this time of year, our average high is 70 degrees, so we've been running well above average. It's about time we get a cool down. 9 o'clock, still seeing dry conditions with the clouds sticking around through the 2 o'clock hour. And through tonight, 7 o'clock, showers start to pop up around the Sacramento Mountain, Silver City, and TRC, with heavier storms moving west towards the Arizona border. 6 o'clock on Wednesday, that looks like it'll be our best chance at seeing showers here in El Paso and Las Cruces, light to moderate. They'll start to clear out by 9 o'clock, with some light showers still possible through 11 o'clock. Wednesday night into Thursday morning, clouds will stick around, but it looks like we'll start to see drier conditions. A little breezy this afternoon with gusts around 25. Currently, the winds are picking up in Ruidoso. So our wind gust model giving us an idea of what the winds look like for the rest of the day today. 11 o'clock, not really an issue in El Paso or Las Cruces. Again, we'll see gusts around 25, 10 o'clock tonight for Las Cruces. Looking ahead to your weekend forecast, sponsored by the Mattress Firm. We'll warm back up, so enjoy the cool down we'll see today or tomorrow. And on Thursday, by Sunday, we're at 75 degrees. Las Cruces, you're also in the 70s. For Saturday and Sunday, we're at 72 degrees. So here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Warm today, cooler Wednesday and Thursday. We'll warm back up again Saturday and on Monday. JC?
Thank you, Nicole. Right now, I-10 and Airway looking perfect. Westbound and eastbound lanes flowing just fine, and I'm really not tracking any delays. Want to go ahead and show you our traffic flows as promised. So see minor spotted delays across Montana and Loop 375. I have checked all of these, not related to a crash, and really nothing getting in the way of your commute. Also want to give you a look at our closures. I-10 East will be completely closed tonight at Sullen Park. This is a very big closure. If you want to avoid this, remember Mesa is always a great option. Also, I-10 West will be closed at Executive Center Boulevard. Also, Mesa is the alternate route right there. And both of these exits will, of course, be closed at Executive East and westbound. Also, I-10 East will be closed at KVIA, and making our way to the far east side, I-10 East from Zaragoza to Eastlake, we'll see another overnight road closure.
Thanks for the heads up, JC. And now, following the events in Sutherland Springs, questions are now being raised over church security. Our sister station in Idaho Falls sat down with a pastor and a former San Antonio police officer who explains how churches should prepare in case of a tragedy. Michaela Lung continues our complete coverage this morning with perspective that you'll see only on ABC7.
These can be stopped.
The tragedy in Texas hits close to home for Pastor Rupp, who has known Pastor Pomeroy for about 20 years.
Knowing Frank personally and the people there in Sutherland Springs, my children being raised in Wilson County, it really hit home.
He believes churches should be prepared in case of an active shooter, and he's even written a book about church security.
It should have a plan in place. And the church has to make a decision if that part of that plan is going to be armed security guards or an armed safety response team. Now, if they're going to do that, they need to look at some training. But on the lower end, a church at least needs to make preparations. Churches can do things like after the church service starts, lock the doors. And then as people come in, if they're coming late, then they can let them in individually, one at a time.
As a former police officer, safety is very important to him. His church has a trained safety response team.
We have a trained safety response team that is armed. And so the parishioners know they are to get down.
He also says if members of the church are armed, they too will need training.
To be trained about how to shoot, where to shoot, make sure innocents aren't in a crossfire situation. They need to understand when the police show up that the police do not know who's the bad guy or who's the good guy. So they need to know how to respond when the police get there. So there's a lot of things that a church can do.
The time is 6:22. More major movie organizations dropping former producer Harvey Weinstein.
More than 60 women have claims of assault against the mogul.
And how CVS is hoping to help those who use their pharmacy with a new service.
It's 6:23. We'll be right back.
Good morning at 6:26. The Television Academy, the organization that helps with the Emmys, voted to expel Harvey Weinstein permanently. More than 60 women have accused Weinstein of harassment or sexual assault. Some claim they were raped. A spokeswoman for Weinstein says he denies claims of non-consensual sex. And new this morning, The New Yorker, which first uncovered allegations against him, published a new explosive investigation titled Harvey Weinstein's Army of Spies. It's a 5,300-word report examining private investigators and attorneys who worked for months to suppress allegations that Weinstein had acted inappropriately with women. Also new this morning, Rose McGowan's story is coming sooner than expected. Her memoir, Brave, will be published at the end of January. The actress, one of the most outspoken alleged rape victims of Harvey Weinstein, has said the book is about how she fought her way out of the cult of Hollywood. It's not clear how much of the Weinstein allegations the book will address.
New this morning, CVS is looking to gain more of an edge on its competition by offering prescription deliveries to its customers. The massive drugstore chain puts 70% of the U.S. population within 3 miles of one of its locations. Free same-day deliveries will begin next month in Manhattan, and early next year, CVS will expand next-day delivery nationwide, while also bringing same-day delivery to more cities.
6:27 now. Good morning, Nicole.
Morning will be under mostly cloudy skies today, but still warm. 80 degrees is our afternoon high, record to beat 83. So we'll come fairly close. Slight chance for showers later this afternoon into this evening with westerly winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight we'll drop down to the 50s for El Paso. Las Cruces, you're also in for a warm day today. A little breezy throughout the afternoon. Tonight we'll drop down to the 50s and the clouds will stick around. A cold front also moves in tonight, so we'll finally see a dip in temperatures Wednesday, Thursday. We're still running above average on Friday, even warmer for Saturday on Veterans Day. Sunday, 75, another warm one to kick off the work week. JC?
Thank you, Nicole. Right now, loop through 75 to downtown. That's only a 14-minute drive time, 12 minutes Yarborough to downtown. And it is only a 12-minute drive over Trans Mountain. Take a look at these drive times. You'll see I'm not tracking any delays. No crashes to report at this hour.
The Lord saved me because I know it was my last day.
Witnesses recount the day Devin Kelly opened 450 rounds on worshippers in the worst mass shooting in Texas history.
And we're learning more about a plane crash in Hatch that took 4 lives.
We may learn who the new Doñana County manager is today. I'm round-the-clock reporter Joey Carrera. I'll tell you who else is up for the job coming up next.